Lying leads to mistrust. Mistrust can lead to assuming. Just don't lie. I don't know how or where he met her, but my husband was going off on little hangouts with her, mostly on Saturdays. To say the least, when I found this out, I was enraged, mad. Here I am at home in a pandemic with cancer, and he's running off, cheating on me. I, of course, had to speak of this to one or two friends. But then something occurred to me. I had his iPad. He gave it to me to use, and it was most convenient. I binged watched nearly all my shows on it, and it was great to take to the hospital when I needed to go. Anyway, I realized he had his I'll Find My iPhone app on it. I opened it, and there he was. I, of course, tracked him. I was watching with bated breath, hoping against hope he wasn't at a hotel, but knew he would be, or even worse, at her house. But as I would check in on him, it was always the same places. A church in Brooklyn, then off to Long Island, either to Target or the mall. The said church had an online option for attending Mass, and I saw him there with not only her, but at least two other people. This has gone on for nearly 4 or 5 Saturdays for about 5 hours or so. And sure enough, when he came home, he always came home with some nonsense or the other. A controller for Elon, maybe something for me. I just didn't understand it. If he wasn't sleeping with this woman, then what was his purpose of hanging out with her? And why was she hanging out with a married man? But these were things I needed to find out about, and I confronted him on it. He, of course, denied everything and simply said it was someone to talk to. They liked the same things. I believe the wording he used was, she allowed him to feel carefree for a few hours. Nevertheless, regardless of what he said and what I knew, and believe me, you ask my friends, they can tell you I miss my calling. I can investigate anyone or anything even stuck at home. I will find out. I couldn't and wouldn't allow this to continue, no matter how platonic it seemed, at least from my investigations. So, on a day trip we took, I simply asked for his phone. I at first thought he wasn't going to give it to me, but he said nothing, told me the password, and I had my way. My husband, of course, didn't expect this, and nothing was deleted. He doesn't delete anything. I like to have all records of conversations. He once told me about other matters involving his books. As he drove, I kept looking his way for any tell, if he was nervous or worried. He was not. He paid me no mind at all. As it turns out, it was indeed platonic. Yes, there was bullshit innuendo, flirting at times, here and there, which of course raised my eyebrow too. You should never flirt with a married man, harmless or not. And another tidbit was that his friend Darrell hung out with them too. While I never met him, I have spoken to him. My personal opinion of him was he was a joker at times, very unreliable and honestly not a good friend for Michael. I have told him this, but Michael sticks up for him because his friend suffers from depression. Nevertheless, that was Michael's friend, not mine. I was finally satisfied and relieved. I told him bluntly no more of this. He agreed, and while it left a mark on the marriage, I was happy. I truly love my husband even with his flaws. He is a good man. Good to me, Elon, and my mom. I know this can be a lot for anyone, including someone such as himself, which is why I pray for him.